Ninth students, today we are going to discuss chapter 2, that is computer hardware. What? Computer hardware. So what do you mean about hardware? Hardware refers to the physical elements of a computer system, or we can say the devices that we are used externally are called or known as hardware. These all are electronic component of a computer system, okay, categorized into four parts. First one is input device. Input devices means the devices that are used to give instructions, command, order to the computer system, to the CPU. CPU will process that data after calculation, after processing. Through output devices we will get result or information. So it is called or known as IPO process, input process output. One example I give you here. For example, refrigerator is there. When we put any hot water, after some time, after processing of cooling, we will get ice, or you can say cold water. So input is hot water, processing means cooling, and output, the result, the information, that is cold or ice, cold water or ice. Clear? So first component I discussed here. What do you mean about input device? Input, we give instructions to the computer system, then computer will do the work. Okay, now second component and most important component is CPU, central processing unit. It has three parts. First one is ALU, second is CU, third is memory. Okay, so ALU stands for arithmetic and logical unit. Through that, computer can do the calculations related to mathematics, reasoning aptitude, you can say logical also. Okay, in the terms of arithmetic and logical operations. Okay, second part is CU. If we have lots of information to do calculations, so CU is there, control unit is there. So control unit hold the data that is inputted by user. After one by one process na, it can send the data to ALU. Okay, so one by one CPU will process that data in a queue, in a one by one process. Okay, so after processing we will get the concerned output result, you can say. Okay, now third one and most important part is memory. CPU third part is memory. Memory is used to save and store the data related to our input and output result. Okay, so in the given diagram, just you have to look here. Input device, through that we put data, CPU will process that, store in memory, and through output devices we will get the information. Clear? So it is a complete task, that is called a process, that is input process output. Okay, now third and important part is memory, that already I discussed here. So memory store the data in the form of bits, bytes, kilobytes, megabytes, gigabytes, terabytes. Okay, so lots of measurement units are there. So 1 GB equals to 1024 MB, 1 TB equals to 1024 GB. So it's the capacity that we have to measure in bits, bytes, kilobytes, megabytes, gigabytes, etc. So now next topic is input unit and output unit. So the devices that we are using na, that comes into input unit. So lots of input devices are there, like keyboard, mouse, scanner, joystick, touch screen, mic, etc. Okay, few output devices we have, like monitor, printer, speaker, projector, plotter also. Okay, now two types of memories are there, RAM and ROM. So RAM and ROM is the part of primary memory, and second is secondary memory. So secondary memory is used to store the data permanently for future reference, like hard disk, CD drive, you can say DVD, pen drive, memory cards. Okay, now what do you mean about RAM? RAM stands for random access memory. Okay, its cost is very expensive. It is very expensive rather than ROM. It can read and write the data. RAM is a volatile memory. Volatile means changeable. When we open any software in our computer system, in our mobile phone, laptop for example, so directly the software, the program will be opened from hard disk. So it store the data on the screen temporarily for few minutes, or you can say few moment. Okay, so same in the sense of ROM, it can only read the data, so it is a non volatile memory. Okay, the data that is saved, stored in CD or hard disk, you can say, or you can say DVD. So if it is readable, CDR is there, it means we have to read the data only. If it is RW means we have to read and write, both things we have to do. Okay, so the primary memory, it is categorized into two, RAM and ROM, that we have discussed now here. Secondary memory is used to save the data or store the data permanently, like hard disk, external hard disk drive, pen drive, memory card, etc. Clear? Now next important part is CPU. CPU is a chip that is called microprocessor. So two parts are given here. Top view, this is the top view and this is the bottom view. Okay, so through that the thing will be processed. Clear? Okay, so few topics we discussed today. If you have any doubt, you ask after 5 minutes. Okay.